All right, we're going to do an energy reading today about where is my life partner and what do I need to do to bring in the partner that I'm meant to be with in my life. So this would be kind of your highest life partner, so to speak. So this is kind of an interesting spread. So it's going to be I just want to make sure all the cards can fit on the table. So I also want to say that there has been a lot of dense energy that's been going on in the last couple days. So if you have been feeling stagnant or stuck in any way, just know that it's not necessarily just you. It is the energy that everyone is facing leading up to the full moon that's going to be coming this month. And so when you look at everything that's going on around you and how you're feeling, just know that that's likely related to the energies that are building up here. So we're going to continue to see those same energies building up here for the rest of the year, really, but particularly before each full moon, as we are really asked to go a little deeper and clear even more things than we had before in this new year. So with that said, I wanted to get the cards arranged while I was talking about just kind of what's going on. I want to talk about the energies of your partner. And so this is the energies of your life partner. And where are they and what do I need to do to align with my life partner? If you're already in a relationship, then this reading is going to talk about the things that are still coming up. So these are going to be the major energies coming up for us in the next few months and for the rest of the year, really. So we're really looking at what are the major things that are at play here. And I had already shuffled the card and started to do the spread before I started recording, and I had to start over. So that's why it was that way today. But these are the Light Seekers Tarot cards as well. So this reading is showing us that the energies that are being surrounding us and what wants to truly be acknowledged at this time is the Empress energy, and that is the divine feminine aspect. So what wants to be acknowledged right now is the feminine aspects of ourself, the nurturing, the care, the support, all of those tender, loving care things, the giving and receiving equally, and providing and caring for one another. And so that is what is being asked of us right now, and what is not necessarily seen. And so those are the things that you're seeing being brought up now, is how can we really start to care for one another more? How can we share more positive intentions and positive words and positive actions, and not just share things for the sake of sharing them, but to truly put work out into the world that is valuable and that others are going to find and appreciate, and not just things that are clickbait and that try to get your attention, because that's not going to continue to work anymore as people delve into these energies that are coming up to the surface. And for those that are refusing to do that, what we're going to find is that things get denser and denser all around you until you finally acknowledge what it is that's coming to the surface, so that you can breathe again, is what I'm getting. So when we talk about things that you need to do in order to bring in something like a true love relationship, what it is that you need to be doing is showing energies of balance. And what that means is balance in all areas of your life. So balance in things, and we're talking about the Temperance card here. And so balance in things like friendship, like are the people in your life the people that should be in your life? Or do you continue to keep friends that no longer resonate with who you are anymore? If you used to go to the bar with these friends and that's no longer something that you desire to do, but that is something that these friends are encouraging in that sort of behavior, then those are no longer balanced aspects of your life. So as we look at what it means to show and to look like, it's showing balance in your looks, showing balance in your friends, showing balance in your sleep, showing balance in what it is that you eat, how much water that you drink. We're talking about all aspects of your life being balanced. So it means caring for yourself in every way and not going to one extreme or the other, right? Not too hot, not too cold. And what that means is that it's important for you to care for your own appearance. It's important for you to care for your own home. It's important for you to care for your own aspects of yourself. In when you go to sleep, when you wake up, what it is that you do, your personal practices, your personal hygiene, and all of those factors are going to come into play as the things that you show outwardly to the world. And your environment then should be a place that you hail to. And we're talking about the Six of Wands. So we're talking about how it is that you feel about where you spend the majority of your time, how it is that you feel about your home, how it is that you feel about your work, how it is that you feel about the things in your home, how it is that you feel in your home, and generally just your environment, and making sure that you're feeling exalted in your environment and you are raising the energy of your environment in every way that you can. Excuse me. So I'm sure that has something to do with it too. So then we talk about what is it that you show outwardly. So what it's talking about here is the balance, that you want to be balanced in your life. You want to have everything that you need. You want to have the highest energy for your home, for your work. But what it is that you're showing outwardly is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is that you're showing that you're willing to to work towards your partner. And it really is, the Five of Pentacles usually has in the traditional tarot, my gosh, and I'm sure that that was leading up to that, being able to speak to them, being able to speak your truth. And you can see this particular Five of Pentacles cards in the Light Seers Tarot has a woman sitting on the floor, but there is a door and a key to the door where the pentacles are around it. And it's really showing that your key to finding your partner is outwardly showing that you have the key, that you're willing to open the door, and that you already know how to communicate. You already know the keys to bringing in your partner are communicating at an energetic level that you're ready and willing for them to be here. So what that means is taking off the shawl, revealing your face to the world, as well as being willing to open the door, open the windows, allow light into your home, and allow people to see who you are and experience who it is that you are, and really welcome them in all aspects of your life, living as though they were already there. Okay, then we go down to we'll talk about this one next, and that is the relationships. And so this card is talking about the Tower card, is the relationship aspects. And so the Tower card really symbolizes the need to let go of everything in your life that's no longer serving you. So in this case, you can see there's a squirrel kind of watching his nuts here, but the butterflies are already there. They've already all been struck by lightning and are leaving. And so if you're wanting to find the person it is that you're really meant to be with, what you want to do is make sure that you've dealt with all of the flies in the ointment, so to speak, all of the things that are still around in any sort of relationship in your life that is no longer serving you. So if you have any friends with benefits relationships going on, or anyone that you're holding on to that is no longer serving you, that you know isn't the one for you, you want to allow them to fall from your life, because as long as you're continuing to keep people in your life who are no longer meant to be there, then you're not likely going to be saying to the universe, I am ready and willing to receive the one that I truly wish to be with. And so when we talk about relationships, it means your family, your friends, your lovers, your coworkers. Have you released all or shut down all of the relationships in your life that you now discovered no longer resonate with you? And that has to do with, again, finding balance. So finding balance in your life by letting go of everything that you needed to. And so the more that you can let go of those relationships, the more quickly that you're going to find this person coming into your life. So then we look at earth, money, business, and security. And so what we're looking at here is an energy of needing to recognize what you need to do in order to truly come into alignment with your highest life path. And you can see there's perhaps a dragon or a bat wing and a snake in some of these areas of your life. And so what this is saying is that you really need to let go in the aspects of your career, anything that you're doing as far as business, anything that you're doing for money that is no longer serving you. So it means that if the career that you've been working towards no longer makes sense to you, it no longer brings you happiness, or what you realize is that it no longer makes sense with the energy that you're in now, it means that you need to be finding a way to be having a new career that can support you. And that new career is going to be what ultimately allows the energy to flow into your life in a greater way. Because when you're happy with what it is that you're doing, you can start to ascend in greater ways. And you don't want to be ascending to the Batmobile over here. What you want to be ascending to is the world, the ocean, the sky, and the abundance that is waiting out there for you. And so it doesn't mean that you have to be completely secure in everything that you do, but you need to be recognizing in your career what it is that you need to do differently in order to bring in this new partner. Okay. And then we have the your travel, your ideas, your communication, and we have the Fool card, which is another major arcana. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, more coming. So it's showing that when it comes to particular the ideas in communication, that you really want to have a brand new beginning. That you are, you can see she is holding it looks to me like an amethyst crystal on this particular Fool card. And the Fool card is about jumping off the edge of the cliff and not being worried about it. And here she is, the darkness is behind her, and she's ready to go off the side of the cliff, but the amethyst is there, and the amethyst really signifies clarity, and clarity of thought, and clarity of communication. So it's really saying to turn over a new leaf in the way it is that you're communicating, that you're willing and ready to communicate in a greater way in all sorts of dimensional levels, that you're ready to communicate emotionally, spiritually, physically, in a very divine and spiritually supported way. Okay. So now let's talk about the Ten of Swords. And this card here is symbolizing the impact of the elements at a spiritual level. And so here we're talking about the Ten of Swords. And so the Ten of Swords, traditionally, they're laying down and their swords in their back. But in this particular card, the woman is walking away and the birds are kind of flying with her. And there's no actual swords here. And so what this card is showing when it comes to the areas and what is impacting you at a spiritual level, it's that you're no longer allowing people to impact you at a spiritual level. You're allowing people to do their own thing. You're not trying to control other people, and you're not being controlled by anyone. You're really going within to get all of your answers, and starting to see how you can be your own muse, how you can be your own supporter, and how you can really soar and fly above as one of those birds as well. And so it's really not allowing the energies around you to affect you anymore, and being strong in your spiritual practices and meditation and yoga and spirituality and gratitude, and in general, thanks to the universe and alignment, because you're no longer allowing anything else to be a priority in your life. Okay. So then we look at the your thoughts and your decisions and anything that may be a conflict. And we have the Hermit card, which is another major arcana. And the Hermit card here is a woman kind of floating, as I would say, on top of a mountain, and she's kind of glowing out the side. And so when it comes to your thoughts and your decisions and anything that comes up, it's saying you're going to look for the light. You're going to climb the mountain. You're going to emanate your own light and find your own answers and your own solutions to what it is that is going on around you, because you have spent the time in spirituality. You've let go of all of the things around you that are no longer serving you, to find balance in your life, to communicate openly and honestly, and to be in alignment in as many areas of your life as you possibly could. And so this energy here is showing us that she's really ready to be a muse to others. And she's really ready to be a lighthouse to the partner that she's calling in and to herself. And so when we talk about a divine union, it is one where you have union within yourself, that you trust yourself, you trust your own judgment, you trust your own guidance, and you're ready and willing to accept someone into your life because you know that you have inner guidance to show you where and when and how to meet this person, and where and when and how to go about pledging the relationship, and how to go about building the relationship, and how to recognize the right people when they come into your life. The other part about this card is she is sitting there a little bit with her feet crossed and her arms crossed. And so what I think this is emanating is you're on top of the world, but what you are doing is blocking the wrong people. So if there's anyone coming into your life that is not the right person, you're saying, no, that's not the one for me. I only allow the people into my life that are very high vibrational. And what I mean by that is people that are speaking true, that are speaking their truth, that are open and willing to receive love, and are able to resonate with where you're at. Because if you've already made the changes in your career, you've let go of all the people that are no longer serving you, you're recognizing that you don't need to control anyone, you're working on finding balance within yourself and having the divine feminine energy or the divine energy of balance within you, whether that be masculine or feminine, and you understand when to open the door. Right? So we talked about this before in relation to what you show outwardly. So what you show outwardly is, I have the key to the door, but I'm not letting everyone in. So what she's showing here is, I don't let everyone in the door. right? I don't let those in the door of the status quo. So the status quo being the devil energy, and those that are focused upon aspects of materialism, right? Aspects of sex and money and friends with benefits is what I would lump those into. And so you're not going to be letting that person in. So when it comes to the door, and what you're showing is that I am aware. I'm aware of my environment. I'm aware of my choices, but I am not allowing anyone in the door who is no longer resonating with who I am. And so that's what the status quo is showing us here, is that the status quo is the energies that you're recognizing and that you're not allowing into your life anymore. And so what changes that that status quo, because this is what you are guarding here, is the door, and anyone coming in the door who is no longer someone that you wish to have in your life. And so what changes the status quo is the forward movement. And you can see this is fire energy. This is energy brought to life. This is movement. This is joy. This is happiness. This is rejoicing. This is gratitude. This is thankfulness. And so I know this is sometimes read as fast moving energy. But what I would say is it's things flowing towards you in a positive direction, and that emotional fulfillment is coming towards you. And it's coming towards you because you're no longer allowing any interference from the outside energies that are focused on the material world. And so the answer to the question is, what changes who you had been attracting in the past? And that is your own energetic flow. So it means doing things like yoga and Tai Chi, and really being, again, going back to the balanced energy, really being and focusing on being balanced within yourself. So being balanced within, recognizing the flow of energy within you, your own connection to source and your own connection to yourself. Are you able to connect to yourself and receive your own inner guidance and support? And if you are, then you're absolutely on the right path. And if not, then this is showing you that that is what is going to help you out going forward, to bring in your true life partner, is to be at an energetic state of flow where you are in balance, you are speaking your truth, you have let go of the things that are no longer making sense in your life, and you only open the door even to people that make sense in your life. So you're not willing to just meet a pretty face, and you're not willing to just meet someone who looks nice. You want someone whose soul truly resonates with your own. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Swords. What am I missing here? Oh, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Page of Wands. It's the writing. I'm like, what? Okay. And so this is showing us that you sense that there is someone coming in, someone who is in their truth, someone who has let go of their sneaky behavior. So what you want to make sure of is that the person who in your subconscious mind is coming into your life is that they've let go of their swords. And you can see the feathers kind of flowing out there. And we have the Page of Swords. To me, anyone is someone who is willing to come forward with a message, right? This one, they have a book. So it's someone coming forward with a message, and they've let go of their sneaky behavior. And so what we see then is a Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is new offers coming forward towards you. And so you've been receiving offers. You haven't liked the offers you have received. And so what you're going to experience is new offers coming towards you. What is important to do is to recognize not to accept just any offer, but to only accept the offers that truly resonate with who you are. Because those are going to be the only ones that truly truly make sense and truly bring you joy to your heart. Because if you continue to accept any energy that just looks pretty, then that's no longer going to work, and you're going to start to see that those are the towers that are needed to be released then from your life. So we want to look at also, so that is kind of where is my life partner? And we want to look a little bit more at what is it that I need to do in order to bring in my my life partner. And so when we look at that, we're going to look at just a regular 3 cards, I think. Okay, so we're asking the question, what do I need to do to bring in my life partner? And we're going to use, I'm sure I know the name of these cards in some dimension. The green tarot cards. Okay, they are the psychic tarot of the heart cards. There we go. Okay, and we have nurture. And so what we're really saying, and the black cards in this deck are the major arcana, is the Empress card again. And so this one is being your, what do I need to do, is to be your loving, nurturing self, to be in your state of awakeness and consciousness and giving, and being able to encourage others as well. Okay. And then we have open up, release, and giving and receiving. So I think this is just really, and then we have coming together. So I think this really kind of emanates just what it is that we are seeing in the last reading as well. So then we have the situation is that you have to open up, right? And so you need to open up your heart, you need to open up your mind, and you need to open up your words to being more receptive to speaking kindly to others, if that's something that maybe resonates with you. And so this is really showing, you can see there is energy flowing from the bottom and then to the top, and she has a ray of light above her head, and she's kind of holding her hands above her head saying, I am opening myself up to source and I am receiving energies now. And if you look at the other energies on the bottom of the deck here and how that actually went, it was the third eye chakra coming together and nurture. So it was tapping into your own intuition, your own inner guidance, to be able to come together with your true love or your life partner aspect. And then we have the nurture card, which is being loving and supportive. And so you're really opening yourself up. So those would be the subconscious energies that you knew you needed to awaken your own intuition in order to come together. And the reality was that you needed to become the Empress, right? You needed to be in the Empress energy of what I would say is probably in the traditional tarot deck, the divine feminine energy, or a truly feminine who is truly working on healing themselves and letting go of everything that doesn't serve them so they can truly be a loving, nurturing, supportive partner to the one it is that they seek. So here we see you opening up now. We have a 4 and then another 4 and then the release. And so this would be the death card. So similar to the tower card as well, and how we read the tower card, the release card is letting go of significant energies in your life in order for great change to occur, right? Or in other words, death and renewal. And you can see in this card the man is truly kind of taking off his skin or taking off his outer layer that is brown, that is decay, so that his inner light is now shining. And so this is talking about releasing the energies of the other people in your life. So if there is anything in your life that is still a relationship that you are entertaining or that you haven't shut down completely, that is what you need to do now, is to release all of those relationships from your life, letting the universe know that I've done it. I let go of everyone. I've acknowledged those coming into my life that I didn't want. And now I'm ready and open to receiving my new partner. And so you can see, by opening yourself up, by opening up to your own intuition, by letting go of all the relationships in your life, that you now have the giving and receiving. And so the accumulation here in the outcome of really opening yourself up by being able to be in the public eye, I'm getting, as well as some of that card, and we'll do some clarifiers on this, but is that you're finally able to come into a relationship, and this would be the energy of giving and receiving. I would also say it is a love from the past returning. And this doesn't mean that this is an old person from this life. It just means someone that you recognize at a soul level, who is coming into your life to really help you be in this state of alignment that you've been working towards. So let's clarify now with this what it is that we need to open up to, what it is that we need to release in order to see this person coming in. So we're really talking about, what do I need to do to bring in my life partner? Okay, they want these cards again. Okay, so we're going to do a regular shuffle. So we're asking the question to clarify, what do I need to do to bring in someone that I really can appreciate, oh my gosh, into my life. Dun, 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 dun. And someone that I'm going to enjoy spending the rest of my life with, because we're talking about someone who would be considered a life partner, right? So you can call them, you can put all sorts of labels on them. You could call them a true love. You could call them a soulmate. You could call them a twin flame, a soul twin, anything like that. But what I'm calling them is a life partner, just to make it a little bit more simple, because I don't think it's really necessary to have quite so many labels, and some of those just need to be clarified. So what we're looking at here is a Knight of Cups. And so what this is a man coming forward with roses, and there's actually a white stallion kind of back there as well. We have a picnic here that he is ready and willing to give you. So I'm getting, this is a man with dark hair and possibly a dark complexion as well. He might be a little scruffy and have a beard as well. But so you can see in these cards particularly that he's not like wearing a suit and tie. He is, however, he's wearing the canvas shoes, right? And he's a little scruffy, but he's carrying flowers. And there's a white horse. So recognize this person when they come in, and they're likely going to send you a message. What I'm getting is this may be a social media message. So it's important when we talk about what you need to do to be out there in social media and to be out there personifying who it is that you actually are. So who it is that you are at a genuine soul level, that you're not hiding behind clickbait, that you're not hiding behind anything like that. You are literally putting your face out there for others to see and to truly speak your truth and who you are and what it is that you have to offer. And this this man, mind you, finds that irresistible. Okay. So then we have the Eight of Swords. And so the Eight of Swords in this case is a woman who's tied up. She's blindfolded and, right, she's looking in the mirror, but she sees in her reflection that she is blindfolded, right? And she's also got string all around her. So string isn't really very binding, but there are some binding things. And so what this card is showing us is there's a lot of energy that's restricting you from this situation. And so what is that? That is the Hierophant. So we have, I love this card as well, right? So we have a man sitting there with the actual stairs up to enlightenment. And the Hierophant really is a spiritual leader and a spiritual teacher. And it is connecting with the energies of the earth as he's sitting on the earth, as well as connecting with the energies of the higher dimensions or the heavens, if you want to call it that. And you can see in this case, he has a rainbow of light around his head is what I want to say, but a halo of light around his head with all of these messages. And so you may have sensed or really been wishing for this man, but you felt blocked to them. And what you needed to do was really reach a very high level of connectedness within yourself to be able to see all of the truths that were hidden from you. And that is that this man is in plain sight. He is in your neighborhood. He is in your neck of the woods. It's just that you need to put yourself out there so that you can find him. You need to put yourself out there on social media. You need to put yourself out there on the web. You need to put yourself out there as the person that you are. If you're an energy healer, it's as that. If you're a tarot reader, it's as that. If you are a local lawnmower, it's as that. That's what I'm getting here. It's that you need to put yourself out there so that they can recognize you and align with you in your local environment. So if you look at the energies here of the Knight of Cups, you can see this man has flowers. This man is the Hierophant, is just sitting there bare. What that means is the outcome likely when you first meet this person isn't that they give you the roses. What it is that you have broken through all of the barriers and they will be standing there in their ragged clothes. And that doesn't mean that they necessarily always wear those clothes. What that means is that is how they have managed to come into alignment with you, because when you are focusing your efforts on being your true divine self, of being the most positive version of the true self that you possibly can, you're letting go of everything in your life that you needed to, and you are speaking your truth, you are standing in your light, and you are working on living your divine mission. Then as you go about life, this man is going to naturally line up with you. And I'm getting pretty clearly that it's a man, but take it how it resonates for you. And what that means is that how he is presented to you when you meet him might be in his gym clothes, or he might have just come, run from his pajamas to the store. Like, that's the type of energy that I'm getting from these cards, is that you're going to recognize his energy and you're going to laugh and smile a little bit, because if you're listening to this message at all, you're going to make sure and you're going to know that every time you leave the house, you have a potential of running into this person. And so you're likely not going to leave the house in your gym clothes going anywhere but the gym. He, however, is not probably in the same sort of receiving this direct message. And so he is just receiving the messages from the universe, from his soul, on where to go and where to be, and trying to line up with that. And so he's likely going to be a little bit scruffy and ragged. He may not have shaved. And that's okay. You're going to recognize him anyway, and you're going to laugh. Okay. And so what else do I need to know or be or do? And we have the King of Swords. And so the King of Swords here is showing us that what you need to be is your divine channeled self. And so when I think of swords, what we're really talking about is communication. And so we're talking also about a king. And we didn't say, what we said is, what do I need to do? Okay. And so what you need to do, whether you're the masculine or the feminine, is to speak and say the truth. And to do that all the time, no matter where it is, no matter what you're doing, no matter what work call you are on, no matter if you're at the grocery store or the mall or the gym, that you are speaking and that you're speaking to people when you feel the need to speak to people, that you're talking when you need to talk, and that what you say is you channeling your own inner guidance. And it is you speaking to people in a way that is mesmerizing, that will cultivate the relationship with this man, is what they're trying to say. I like it. Okay. Then we have the Five of Pentacles. And so what do I need to do? And it is unlock the door. So this would be a continuation of the first reading, which is when you actually bring in this life partner, that you unlock the door, right? That you show that you are, and as I channeled the Five of Pentacles card, was a couple working together to heal themselves, right? And so the Five of Pentacles is, there's no couple here, right? There's just one. So that was the traditional meaning. And it is using the key to unlock the door to who it is that you truly are. So yes, you can channel your own inner truth, but who you really are is a stable princess. And this is the Queen of Pentacles energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is, some may say that it's the divine feminine, and you could certainly read it that way, but it is definitely a woman who is stable, who is secure. You can see she's sitting there kind of smiling. She feels safe, she feels happy, she feels balanced, she feels love. And so the Queen of Pentacles is really a steadfast woman, who understands herself, who understands her environment, and who is willing to share her wisdom with others around her. So it is being willing to open the door to who you truly are when you meet the right person. And so then we have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups here is showing us that this isn't the one that you had been saying to the universe that you wanted to be with. And that's okay. What you had really said is, I want something better. I want a better relationship. And so what this is saying is, in the Three of Cups to me, and some people read it as a third party energy, what I read it as is a little bit different. And so to me, the Three of Cups is that you had intended to heal things with someone in your life, and that just really didn't work out. And throughout your journey, throughout your tower moments, you let go of all the people that weren't serving you. And so now you're really looking for a place of respite, for a place to be safe and secure, and to heal yourself with different people than you had originally created those energies with. And that is just the reality of how you sometimes balance out karma energies in your life. And so the Three of Cups to me is a group of people coming together to heal their energies. And you may have had a darker partner that now you are working to heal the grasp of that partner with a new partner who is ready, willing, and able to help you do that in every way, and even to help this person if they needed it. I'm getting this is a very divine counterpart. Okay. So then we need to know who it is that you are going to witness. And we have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Queen of Swords because we already used the King of Swords. And so what this is showing us is that where you, oh great. So that's a sign. Okay, so you were in your ability, and again, I'm talking about your words, right? Your ability to channel your own inner truth, to speak your own truth very clearly. And so this person would be the Queen of Swords. So, meaning not necessarily that it's lesser, but we already used the King of Swords. So this person then would be the Queen of Swords to your King of Swords. So if you're a masculine energy, you can take that for what you will as well. And so when we talk about swords, we're still talking about truth. So we're talking in this case, in my reading of this card, is a woman who is steadfast, trustworthy, and somewhat in some sort of element that requires them to be truthful and to speak up as well. So when they recognize that within someone else, that is the divine bell going off within them. And the Eight of Cups is showing that that divine bell. And so the Eight of Cups is really showing you or showing them walking away from everything else they have ever had and experienced in any other relationships and any other people in their life. You can see there's a few things on the surface here and one that was burning, and they're going to leave that behind because that no longer makes sense to them. Because they're leaving behind everything else that they have ever known. And in this case, what I usually channel the Eight of Cups towards is going towards a darker energy. It's mainly walking away from something, and it kind of goes back to the Three of Cups energy, someone that you should have been healing things with. In this case, she's literally walking towards the light. So it's leaving behind any other burning embers that might have been there in order to walk towards the light and to recognize the light and to build things with you. And so how does that happen? We have the Two of Wands, and so this is the choice card. And so the Two of Wands is a choice. It is a choice to hold on to the past or to move forward. So that is his choice. So it's his choice of, here is what you are. Here is what you currently have going on. And you're being asked to leave these burning embers to move forward. And the Two of Wands, I believe in the traditional tarot, the Two of Wands, he's actually holding on to the one on the left. And the left typically symbolizes the past, whereas the right is symbolizing moving forward into the future. And so what we would see is that the choice then is to, again, and you can see the light, move towards and look towards the light. And you can see here is your red minivan. And so we're saying that it's moving forward, harnessing all of the energies and all of the experiences that you could have together to travel the world and to experience life together, because that would be the choice. And then we have the World card. And so I was trying to see how many major arcana we have. The major arcana that we have is the Hierophant now and the World card. So the Hierophant being your connection within yourself, your connection to the earth, your connection to the heavens. And then we have the choice of ending everything. And so it's an ending of a cycle. So this person may have been playing the field a little bit. And that's what I get from this Eight of Cups card. And the energies that you can see kind of on the surface. There's one poking their head up. There's a bowl of embers burning. And then a choice. And the choice is, I'm going to end whatever I had going on. I don't need any of that. I recognize who you are, and that's what I want. And so the world card really should be the end of the reading, because the world card really is the completion of the cycles and of learning a lesson. But in this case, it's the cycles of him and what he had been looking for, because he'd been playing the field a little bit because he hadn't found what he'd been looking for. And so, unlike you, where you had literally let go of everything in your life and said, nope, I'm no longer accepting anything other than exactly what it is that I'm looking for, I'm not going to do it. He was not quite at that stage yet. We have a queen instead of a king, if you want to read it that way. And so this is the ending of that cycle for him. And so the forward movement then for the two of you, bringing in the life partner, is the Five of Wands. And so the Five of Wands isn't the best card. The Five of Wands is conflict. The Five of Wands is also adventure and excitement and fire. And so what we want to illustrate with this card is that there will be people that don't feel lovingly towards this man letting them go. And there will be people who don't feel lovingly towards you being with this man either. Meaning that not everyone in your life is going to say, oh my gosh, that's so wonderful. I am so gosh darn happy for you. And then we have the Judgment card, so we have another major arcana. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about a review of your life. All the people that were friendless friends is what I'm getting here, right? And friends that weren't really friends, and the people that you recognize that he needed to recognize now as well. And so this is another energy of needing to recognize that what may have been going on behind the scenes for him, helping him understand that, and a review of what had happened to truly understand how it is that he came into alignment with you and how it is that you're able to help him, because he's going to notice that these people are really trying to keep things in a place of stagnancy for him. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have a ring. It's nothing like that. It's that he had a person that thought they might eventually get a ring. So that person is not going to make it easy for him, meaning she's going to put energetic judgment on him. She is going to try and persuade him that she is the better looking one, that she is the better entertaining one, that she is the one that he would want to spend time with. And so it's him really reviewing those energies and saying, no, what I want is a new beginning. And we have another major arcana here. And so what I want is a new beginning, and everything that happened between us, I want to be anew. I want to have new communications. I want to have new experiences. I want to be with the one that I've met, and I'm not going to allow this conflict to mean anything. So there will be conflict. Things will not be just easy. This man letting go of the other people in his life. But he will do it. He will do it easily. He will do it with fame and with fortune and with ease and with grace. He wants a new beginning with you. Just know that not everybody's going to be happy about that. Okay. I think you can still see all the cards. So then what else do we need to know about him and about the journey of him towards you? And we have the Knight of Wands. And so this card is on fire, but it is also a woman in this card, which I think is really important. And so that's what I love about this deck when they say to use it, is there are some very unique things about the cards that they can point out. And so in this case, it's a stallion. It's a woman whose drum is literally on fire. To me, this card symbolizes nothing other than marching to the beat of your own drum. And it is literally showing your fire to the world. And you may have some Aries energy or an Aries moon there. And so also perhaps a little bit of red hair might play an aspect here. So recognize that how it is that you come together is you being your alive, wonderful, beautiful self. And that is who you are. And so it's just a matter of really getting out there and showing it. And so what the obstacle here is boundaries. So you have very strong boundaries and understanding, and you don't really feel the need to express your fire to everyone. But what this reading is saying is that when you want to call in your true soulmates, when you want to call in your life partner, that you want to be out there as your brazen self. And yes, you need to have boundaries, but you also need to be able to have forward movement. And so that is ultimately the Three of Wands, right? And the Three of Wands literally is being ready and willing to move forward in your journey. And you can see in this particular card, the woman is carrying a surfboard, and she is, again, with the fire. These are all full of fire energy. Not all these cards are, but these are, right? So we have a woman on fire with boundaries that she's willing to here let down a little bit in order to show true forward movement in her journey. And as you see, there is water in this card, but it's not actually blue. I do not believe that you need to take this card literally to travel over the ocean. What it is saying is that you need to have forward movement, and it means leaving the house. It means getting out there. It means showing your face. It means speaking out. It means being on social media with your face. It means getting out there and being your true self, being your true authentic self in every way that you can. And so we say adieu to that section. Okay. Love it. All right. So what else do we need to know about him? What is it that's important to recognize him? And what is it that is important as you meet him and move forward on the journey? And we have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is truth. And it's also the truth of what you have learned in your past. And so in this particular case, what I'm getting is that speaking your truth publicly to others in social media and being not a clickbaiter, but someone who is genuine and authentic in their words, what they say, what they speak, what they do, is so important. So as you move forward on this journey, it will be important, but it's also important in how you attract this person. Your ability to speak fluently, to speak authentically, and to really speak only truth is going to be ultimately how it is that you attract this person. And you can see here, there's words all around this card and messages. And so it's getting your work out there. It's also being willing to step up the ladder, to really allow people to see the light that you've been cultivating within yourself, and to really allow him to find that, to be attracted to that, to see it, to love it, and to want to be with it. All right, what else do we need to know about how he's coming in? And we have the Four of Cups. And so we have the Ace of Swords and then the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is that a woman kind of sitting there in melancholy, some would say. And you can see there's some spilled cups, but yet here is a man offering a cup with a rainbow. I love these cards the most. And so you can see this woman here is saying this to all of the past. She's looking at the past going, don't want any of that, right? I don't want any of that. But she's going to recognize this new cup. She's going to recognize this new cup as the rainbow. And I'm getting matching her fire energy. You can see the red is sort of starting to match these other cards when we were talking about her energy. And so it's really understanding that standing in your truth and not allowing anyone that you didn't find to be your hell yes to come into your life. You don't want it. You don't need it. You're not having any of it. And so that makes you the magician. And this would be another major arcana energy. And that is manifesting what it is that you truly want. So by speaking your truth, by allowing him to show you who he truly is, to say, okay, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt that you don't wear these clothes all the time, that this may have been just a temporary thing that you had going on. And I'm willing to let you show me who it is that you truly are. And I'm seeing here kind of the sand in this bowl as what he felt like he had to offer in the beginning, and the rainbow being you being willing to let him show you who you are. You're willing to give someone a chance. You're just not willing to give someone a chance who's not willing to make an effort and who isn't a genuine, loving, supportive partner potential. All right, so what does this magician really mean? What it means is you are working your own light, and you can see the energy of your left hand is typically the energy of receiving, and the right hand is your energy of giving. And you can see on this particular card, they are giving energy and receiving energy as well. And it is working with the earth, working with your physical environment, where you are, where you live, going out there, getting your face out there, going out there, leaving the house, going to the grocery store, going to the gym. Just look good while you're doing it, because putting your head down to the environment where you live, to the earth, and giving and receiving of energy of the people that you encounter is going to be naturally who you want to be and who you want to be in order to manifest this energy through your magnificent magician self. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords. So we saw this in the other energy as well, right? It was waiting for a message. And so the Page of Swords really is showing a new message coming towards you. Okay. And every time that comes up, I'm like starting to cough. So I'm getting that it really has so much to do with your ability to speak, your ability to speak on social media, your ability to speak in public, your ability to speak to others, that is going to be what ultimately draws this man in. So understand that as you're looking for whatever you want to call them, you can call them your soul tribe, you can call them your soul mates, you can call them your life partner, you can just call them people that resonate with you. When you're doing that, make sure that you are living in and speaking your truth, that you are ready and willing to speak however it is that you're getting that you need to do that. You may need to go live on social media in a local way. You may need to talk to people at the store. Like, you may get an urge to be like, hey, do you know where the coconut sugar is? Or something like that at the Whole Foods, right? So it is really when you feel guided to following your own intuition to get you to the right spot, and to be willing to speak to whoever you need to speak to when you need to speak to him. And it may be, I just said him and not them. So it may be him. You may be like, hey, and then you realize this is the scruffy man, right? And so be ready and willing to receive him the same way that he's ready and willing to receive you. Know that he's showing up in his less than presentable self because he's following his own inner guidance to try and find you as well. All right. So that was answering your question about your life partner, and I hope that helped. Thank you.